Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Sarah. If you are new, welcome. And if you're tuning in again, thank you so much. I'm so happy to have you all here to be watching today's video. I'm in a new little setup, so I'm sorry if the lighting is wonky. My back is to the windows, so I'm trying to have my Christmas tree in, so, you know, problems. So I wanted to talk today about how YouTube saved my life. This is a story about my health and also just questions that I get often. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you join my YouTube family and just get notifications of when I put out all of my new videos. So yeah, click the subscribe button down below. So if you guys want to hear this story time / update about how YouTube saved my life, then just keep watching. So when I started YouTube way back, I've been on YouTube now for almost a year and a half. In the very beginning, when more people started watching my videos, I would always get comments like,
your neck looks swollen. What's wrong with your neck? Is your neck swollen?
And it would not be like a bunch of comments, but it would be a few comments. So when they would ask me if my neck looked swollen, at first I would just write, I think it's the lighting, because I didn't notice anything on myself. I just thought that I was tip-top shape, you know? So I would write back like maybe it was just the lighting, and people were really nice about it, but because it was like my first time ever dealing with people actually like judging me or looking at my appearance, I kind of like had my guard up a little bit. So I was like, well, I'm not sure what they're talking about. I don't really see anything there. So there were so many people that would leave me private messages and just say, hey, I've had this, you should get it checked out. Your neck does look swollen. It looks like it's the side of your neck that's swollen. So over time, I started to pay more attention to it. And as time went on, I noticed it more and more. And it seemed like over time, it was getting bigger and bigger. So of course, my husband, God bless his soul, he would always say, oh, I don't really see anything. I don't really notice anything. And I started to like notice symptoms where I would just lose weight really quickly. I was postpartum with Quincy, 4 months when I started YouTube, and I was getting the comments. So I thought that it had a lot to do with me being postpartum, just having a baby. I thought that my thyroid levels were all wonky. So I actually put it off for a really long time. I was just like, oh, there's nothing wrong with me. You know, it does look swollen. I just thought that it was a thyroid problem that would right itself after I had Quincy for some time. Like after I was, once Quincy turned a year, I thought things would go back to the way that they were, and they never did. And people kept on commenting. It's blatantly obvious in my videos. You can see that the one side of my neck is a lot more swollen than the other side of my neck. And then with me losing weight and I just had like other symptoms where I just felt off. I finally made an appointment to see an endocrinologist, somebody that specializes in the thyroid, and I had to have my first biopsy. And when I went into the doctor's office, I was letting him know all of my symptoms and things that I was experiencing. And he was like, that is big. Like, that is a big lump that you have on your neck. I had an ultrasound done on my neck, and that was the first time that I ever had anything like that done. Only like when I was pregnant, I had the ultrasound, but they did an ultrasound of my neck, and he said that it is actually a thyroid nodule on my neck. That is pretty common, but mine is just like really big, and it's filled with fluid. The doctor recommended that I had a biopsy done of the nodule just to make sure that it wasn't cancerous. He was saying from the ultrasound that he could see that it didn't have signs of being cancerous, but it's better just to do the biopsy. So at the age of 30, I had my first biopsy. I was all by myself. I was super nervous. I hate needles, but after having 2 kids, I'm kind of used to the needles. So they stuck this long needle into my neck and did the biopsy. This happened all around Thanksgiving. So the week went by, no response. Thanksgiving came and went, and I would just try not to watch it. And my mom actually said that her niece had the same thing and was able to notice it in my videos. So it kind of seems like people that have had it before notice it more, because people that said, oh, I had it, and then they can notice the lump on my neck. I finally got the results for my thyroid level. They said that my thyroid level is completely normal, and then I was just waiting back on the results for the biopsy. And I was trying not to think about it because, you don't want to think about, oh, is it cancerous, is it not? I like to think about all of it. The good, the bad, the what if. I have to think about all of that, and I have to like talk it out. So I was always trying to think about all of the options. And luckily my biopsy came back and it said that it was completely benign. There was nothing wrong with it. So from what the doctor was saying, he was saying that it can right itself after time. So right when I started YouTube, that's when I noticed it. So I don't know how long it was there before. So it's been there for over a year. He was thinking to wait it out another year and see if it goes away on its own. He said that you can drain it of the fluid and fill it up with some type of alcohol to make sure that the fluid doesn't come back in, but he just said that nobody in Philly does that. So I think that I'm going to go and get a second opinion just to see what another doctor thinks about the lump on my neck, if I should have it removed. With my thyroid levels being normal and the cyst being benign, the only reason why he said to do it was just to be like if you were in pain or if it was discomfort, and it's not discomfort, like it's not painful, it's more just like vanity, like seeing it there. You know, I notice it all the time now. Every single video I'm like looking to see, and that's all that I notice. So YouTube saved my life. If it wasn't for YouTube mentioning it, I don't know when I would have noticed it. Even though it was benign and it was not cancerous, there are so many people out there that it may have been cancerous for. They said that a small percentage of these thyroid nodules do turn into cancer. So if I wouldn't have went and it would have been cancer, there's a chance that it couldn't have ended the way that it ended. So I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody that left comments, left me messages asking about it, because you guys forced me to go to the doctors, get it looked at, and make sure that it was okay. And I just want to put it out there that YouTube is a place where you put yourself out there to be judged. And sometimes you're getting judged by really harsh people, and then there's sometimes people that are super loving and caring and just have your best interest at heart. It's hard to tell how people mean things when they're typing it, but just know that I did not take any offense to any of your comments. I actually really appreciate all of them, because it forced me to look into something that I didn't notice myself. And even my husband being around me all the time, he didn't notice it either. So I finally got it checked out. So far, it looks like it's completely fine. There's nothing wrong with it. So if you do notice it on my neck, I'm sure now everybody's going to notice it. It is a thyroid nodule, and it's just something that happens, and it comes and it can go. So hopefully we're going to wait it out and see that it goes on its own without having to get surgery, but I hope that it can be removed sooner than later. I really personally don't want to wait out a whole year to see if it goes away on its own, just to know that it's not going to go away. Yeah, so that is how YouTube saved my life. Without all of your guys' comments, questions, and concerns, I probably wouldn't have noticed it on my own. So I just want to say a huge thank you to you guys. If you guys do YouTube and sometimes think that people are coming off harsher than they may seem, sometimes really look into what they're saying, because there might be some truth in what they're saying. They're not saying it to be mean, and sometimes we should take what they're saying as a positive and look into it in a good way. So I know that the title is a little bit of a catchy grabby. You guys didn't actually save my life, but you really did in a way. I was watching a show, both me and my mom were watching it at our own houses. I was on the news that somebody was watching him and told him, you should go get your thyroid checked, and he ended up having cancer. And just by somebody watching him on the news, he went and had his thyroid checked, and unfortunately, for him, it was cancer. But if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have gone and checked on my own. I would have never noticed it, probably for a really long time. And I feel so grateful for you guys for letting me know in a kind, loving way that, hey, you might want to get this checked out, because I did, and I wanted to let you guys know the results of what that was. So thank you so much, guys. I love you all. I hope that you're having an amazing holiday season, that you guys are so blessed. You are so loved. I love you guys more than you'll ever know. You guys are definitely like a part of my family. I think about you every single day. All of you guys that leave comments, that watch, that thumbs it up, that are a part of the Facebook group, you mean more to me than you will ever know. And because of you guys, I just feel like I have like this support system of like people backing me up and riding for me and having my best interest at heart, and I could not be more appreciative of that. So that is my life update. That is my health update. If you guys see this lump on my neck, it is a thyroid nodule, and you guys should check out yours. You know, if you put your hand on there, you can feel it. It's actually really big. If you guys can see it, like maybe I'll do like a close-up shot so that you guys can see it. But if you want to check yourself for it, when you're swallowing and you see something move in your throat, that would be the nodule. Or if you even just put your hand on there, one side has it, the other side doesn't, and you can feel it on yourself. And just know, hey, maybe you have some issues going on with your own body. Check your thyroid, and it might be an imbalance in the hormones in your thyroid that's leading up to these other issues. So as for my other medical issues, what's causing all of these other problems that I have no clue. We all know that as moms, our bodies can be super wacky after having baby. So I think that might be a mixture of everything. You know, I think that's just really what all the symptoms are. So we're going to wait it out and see. I'm definitely going to get a second opinion from another doctor just to make sure it's best just to wait it out and that there are no other options, because I just really don't want it to sit on my neck. You know, if I don't have to have it, I don't want to have it. But my dad was telling me, like, it's better not even to mess with anything. If it's not causing you danger, if it's not dangerous to your health, it's better just to leave it than to go have unnecessary surgery to have it removed. So let me know in the comments down below, have you guys suffered from this? Do you know anyone in your life that has had thyroid nodules, thyroid issues? I would love to get the conversation going so that I can learn more about it. I have done my own research. I have researched it on Google. I have talked to the doctor, but talking to you guys that have been through it or know someone that has been through it can make it even better. Get the conversation going. Let's spread the word that you should check those glands, and then if somebody tells you that something may be a little bit off, that we should listen to those, because sometimes they're coming from a really good place. So thank you so much, guys. I love you more than you'll ever know. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button because it'll make me happy. I love you all. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.